It's yesterday and I decide to go to a coffee shop. So I dress up nicely, a black shirt that you saw in some more of my videos, this hat, and a green coat, some nice black shoes, trousers, this and that. So I go there to a coffee shop. I take my book because I saw this idea from this guy Chris Sturmey to get a book, go to a coffee shop, maybe maybe some people will come to you, ask you this and that. Maybe you can start some good conversations. So I try that. I go and do that. Do this. I find this coffee shop, and it has basically like two, somewhat floors. And so I get a latte and a glass of water, not glass of water, but like bottle of water. And so I go upstairs. I go there, take my book. By the way, it's this book from John Maxwell, Golden Leadership. Smells amazing. So I go there, read, and I got my latte after some time. So I have an awesome session. I learn quite some more things from the book that helped me a lot with some things in leadership, and I finish the coffee, this and that. I go downstairs. I ask for the note. Well, I mean for the how much it costed, and the guy says 100 lei, because that's the currency of this country I'm in Moldova, right? And he says 100 lei, and I'm like, what? I don't even have half with me right now. I'm like, how am I supposed to pay that, bro? I didn't even have half the money. Because I was thinking, oh yeah, sure, it would be cheap. I mean, all these coffee stands or whatever you call them, that you see on the street, yeah, they're cheap, man. They're not as whatever, right? But then I got to this, more fancy kind of coffee shop, and oh boy, 100 lei. I'm like, okay, fair enough. So I think to myself, man, what to do? So I pray to God and I ask God in the name of Jesus to help me with that, and God does. And I said to this guy, okay, would it be a problem if I actually came in 40-50 minutes to actually give you the money, because I don't have it all with me? And he said, oh yeah, sure, it's fine, no problem. And I'm like, whoo, that was a relief. So what I do is, okay, I get my stuff, I begin going home. It's maybe about 25 minute, 30-minute walk until home. So I go there, I go get the money, and I go all the way back to actually give that person the money. Some people could have just forgot about it and whatever. No, I promised myself that I would do it. I kept my word. I said that I would take the money and go right back to the guy and give him the money. I didn't even want karmic debt, right? Because you don't want karma to come upon you and whatever. You don't want that, right? God would punish you if you didn't take the right decision. So the right decision was for me to keep my promise and to actually go and deliver the money. And point is that when you keep your promises to yourself, when you do the things you said you would do, well, obviously your confidence will skyrocket, and your maturity level, your discipline will skyrocket as well, because you just increase so much your self-trust and self-respect. If you don't do the things you said you would do, well, obviously your self-trust will get way lower, your confidence will be way lower, your self-respect will be way lower. And so point is, you gotta keep your promises to yourself. So after, I give that guy the money, I'm like, phew, I'm feeling amazing. Like, phew, finally, I've done it, awesome. And a long part on that journey to home and back, I was like, I will do this, I'll do this. And I did it. I completed my promise, and I felt amazing, and I felt so much self-respect, but not in a prideful way, because obviously, Jesus tells us that that's a sin, don't do that. But a good, healthy level of, okay, self-respect, confidence, okay, I actually am doing this. This is great, right? And I felt how God told me, like, Sebastian, you gotta go and do this thing. take the right decision. Go and give him the money. You messed up. Like, my fault, my things to solve. I came up with this quote, by the way. This is pretty cool. It makes so much sense. So you gotta keep your promises to yourself. Whatever you say you will do, you gotta do it. Because otherwise your confidence or self-trust will get lower, and people will trust you less as well if you don't keep your promises to themselves, to them as well. And a promise is not just saying, oh, I promise I'll do this. If you say you'll do something, that's already a promise. Because you gotta value your word. Now another thing is, and I want to tell you another story that actually happened on the same day, on how to increase your confidence as well, and discipline level, perhaps discipline level as well, maturity level, professionalism. So, because I was dressed up pretty nice, pretty, elegant, I guess you can say. I had the watch on, I had my hat on, black shirt, black shoes, classical, this and that. As I was going, after I got the money, right? So I'm going, walking, and this guy comes to me, and he asks me, if you know one of those guys that is with the politics stuff, and with like basically some sheets of paper, and he asked me, okay, would you vote for this person, for that person? What opinion do you have? Thing is, that guy probably thought I'm in my 20s or something. Guess what? I'm only 17 right now. And point is that the way you dress, if you dress way more professionally and more mature, people will treat you in that way. So basically, you get more self-respect, you get more respect from other people, and your confidence increases. And I might say, oh, but Sebastian, why do people treat you differently if you dress differently? But it makes sense. It's kind of logical, and you should be great. Actually, super excited about that, or not excited, but say that, yeah, I agree. Because think about it, the way you dress kind of shows the kind of standards and qualities you have. Because if you dress in clothes that aren't even well put together, are looking kind of whatever, and purposefully don't care, supposedly, well, what energy do you think you emanate, you give out, compared to a person that is dressed way more nicely, more professional? Well, obviously that shows the qualities that you have, certain qualities of, okay, discipline and respect for yourself and the people around you. I think Tom Ford said something like this. Maybe I might be wrong. It just shows the type of qualities and traits you have, and that's very good. So, some 2 actionable steps for you from now on. 1, do everything you said you would do, and give yourself more promises for the day, so that you massively skyrocket your confidence. And 2, dress more professionally. Just do it. You'll feel so much better. So much better. Just try it. Just once. And see how it is. Because I like to dress that as a standard. Like, what else would you be wearing, I mean, compared to, fair enough, maybe at the gym or in the house, whatever, sometimes you maybe wear a t-shirt, whatever. But at least something that looks more mature, more, more, as a guy, something more like a muted color, like brown or black or something like that, perhaps. So yeah, these things will massively skyrocket your confidence and your self-respect, and how people will treat you. And if you want a more in-depth plan on how to become exponentially more confident and also disciplined, because that's also what I teach, well, then hit the first link in the description. And that's pretty much it. If you need more help with something, write the comment in the comments the topics you need, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace.